11 News starts with breaking news.
The Allegheny County Health Department just released its update on new coronavirus cases.
There are 57 new cases reported in the county. That brings the total since the start of the outbreak to 476. At least 175 of the cases are in the city of Pittsburgh. The health department has a warning with the warmer weather today and this weekend. Plenty of people will head outside. They say to remember to stay at least 6 feet away from others as you head out anywhere. And if you feel sick, stay inside. New information on other local counties is expected in a few minutes, so look for that in this newscast.
Also breaking at noon, Pittsburgh leaders just gave an update on the city's fight against coronavirus, and they echoed the health department's concerns that with the nice weather that we're seeing and then Easter next week, they're worried people will be flocking to city parks and not following the social distancing guidelines.
Now is not the time to let our guard down. Sacrifices have to be made and will hopefully pay off in the long term by flattening the curve and saving lives.
Safety Director Hisrick is urging you to spend time indoors in your own yard or your own neighborhood, or visit city parks during less busy times like early morning or evening.
Westmoreland County will lay off hundreds of workers today. Our partners at the Trib report between 460 and 500 people could be cut. Commissioners say they're only laying off non-essential employees. They are not needed right now because the county has cut back on a lot of its services. The workers will still get health benefits, and most are expected to return to their jobs once things get back to normal. A local group has suspended drive-through coronavirus testing at the Pittsburgh Zoo and in Aliquippa. People lined up to get those tests last month when there were very few options available. And since this morning, Channel 11's Liz Kilmer spoke to the founder of the organization about why this information is changing and why it has shut down its sites.
Yeah, and we certainly want to be very clear about this situation. So this morning we were talking about the center saying that testing isn't as important now. We do want to clarify, though, of course, they say testing is important, but they feel that the drive-up testing sites maybe are not as needed, that those are not in need as much now that there are a lot of other sites that are testing too. Now, for 3 weeks, more than 1,000 people were tested by the Central Outreach Wellness Center and its drive-through sites. But as of this week, those have ended. Channel 11 brought you the long lines for those tests. You can see hundreds here at the Pittsburgh Zoo. The nonprofit organization also offered drive-through tests at its North Shore headquarters and an Aliquippa location as well, overall yielding about 100 positive results. But according to Dr. Stacy Lane, the founder, she started those testing sites to serve as a stopgap for the community, while typically their mission is to serve the LGBT community and those battling addictions. But now she says, of course, testing is still important, but there isn't as much of a need for her to continue with the drive-up testing sites, considering area hospitals are also testing now, including UPMC and AHN.
We want to get back to our mission. We are happy to provide a service if need arises again. We're happy to collaborate with any of the organizations that need us or need our resources. But I think at this time it looks as if these bigger systems have things under a little better control.
And as for how you can get tested at the other locations, I'm compiling that list. I'll have more coming up tonight at 5. Back to you.
And we're hearing about the final moments of a coronavirus patient who died at a Beaver County nursing home. 73-year-old Earl Denbo Jr. was a patient at the Brighton Rehabilitation and Wellness Center. Nearly 40 patients at that home have tested positive for the virus. Denbo had Parkinson's disease and other health problems. His daughter says he tested positive for COVID-19 last week, and days later, he was gone.
They had told me that he was responding to some medication, and then a day later, he was in such decline that hospice was in. So it was very, very quick. It bothers me a lot because a stranger held his hand while he was dying and not me.
How tough. Boyer told us that she wants to know how COVID-19 made its way inside that building, but it is an answer she says she will probably never get.
A resident at another area nursing home has tested positive as well. The unidentified person lives at Concordia at the Orchard in Butler. That person is now at Butler Memorial Hospital. That facility is using N95, face masks, and personal protective equipment while caring for patients.
Some news that's really making Pittsburghers proud. Researchers at Pitt say they have developed a promising vaccine candidate for coronavirus. Hail to Pitt is actually trending on Twitter. People are tweeting things like, "I graduated from Penn State, but today I say hail to Pitt." And even a rival at WVU tweeted, "I have no problem saying hail to Pitt. Way to go, Panthers." The University of Pittsburgh and UPMC began working on the vaccine in late January. It's given through a small patch on the skin like a Band-Aid. Yesterday, researchers told Channel 11 it's been successful in animal trials. Now they need the FDA to let them test it on humans. That approval typically takes about a year, but they're asking the FDA to fast-track the process.
More states are ramping up precautionary measures today, and new expected guidance from the federal government on face masks could mean big changes for millions of Americans. NBC's Sam Brock has the developing details.
A senior Trump administration official telling NBC News new guidance is coming soon, advising Americans who live in areas of high community transmission to wear cloth masks to prevent the spread of coronavirus.
Given the fact that we know that asymptomatic people are clearly transmitting infection, it just makes common sense that it's not a bad idea to do that.
That measure already taken by the mayors of New York and Los Angeles.
This will be the look.
Members of the LAPD are now wearing masks on patrol. It comes amid the debate over a nationwide stay-at-home order. Overnight on CNN, top health official Dr. Anthony Fauci getting more vocal about the need for a blanket policy.
I don't understand why that's not happening. If you look at what's going on in this country, I just don't understand why we're not doing that. We really should be.
In Tennessee, the governor relenting to calls for a stay-at-home order in that state, citing new evidence of increased activity.
It's dangerous, it's unacceptable, and it's a threat to lives in our community.
But in Oklahoma, only people 65 or older or those with compromised immune systems are being advised to stay inside. In states like South Carolina, Alabama, and Arkansas, there's still no stay-at-home mandate at all. In Florida, a stay-at-home order going into effect today, but only after Governor Ron DeSantis offered an exception for religious services.
I don't think the government has the authority to close a church. I'm certainly not going to do that.
Going back now to the new federal guidelines on covering your face in public, it's important to note we are not talking about those critical N95 masks that our first responders are using, but instead discussing homemade versions or scarves or bandanas, anything you can find or make at home that you can put over your face to cover up. In South Beach, Sam Brock, NBC News.
Time is running out for businesses looking to stay open during the governor's shutdown order. Those considered non-life sustaining are able to apply for an exemption, but they have to do it by today. So far, the state received more than 34,000 waiver requests. Just 5,600 have been approved. Millions of small businesses are expected to start applying for rescue loans today. It's a big test for the banking industry that had less than a week to prepare. The program is run by the Small Business Administration, but banks are handling the applications. Already one large lender, JP Morgan, says it likely will not be ready today.
Another scam alert. This one is just harmless. Scammers are preying on people who just lost their job and trying to cash in on unemployment checks, even going after stimulus money. Channel 11's Mike Holden shows you what to look out for, new at noon.
Scammers are preying on the most vulnerable people at this time of uncertainty. So experts are stressing to be extremely careful about the information you're giving out online and the people you're talking to over the phone. With unemployment numbers skyrocketing and layoffs looming, con artists are taking notice. The Better Business Bureau says new scams are popping up each day, and the vast majority relate to the coronavirus and financial relief. Channel 11 spoke with Caitlin Driscoll of the BBB of Western Pennsylvania. She shined a light on two in particular. Number one, fake unemployment filings, and number two, shoddy stimulus checks. With the unemployment scam, the person will create a fake site that looks virtually identical to the legitimate .gov site. They'll buy domain names that people often accidentally type in. Whatever personal info you give out, be it online or over the phone, they hijack. The stimulus check scam involves a person calling, claiming they're a government official who needs your social security number and address. Sometimes that scammer will pose as a worker who tells you they can expedite the process and get you more cash if you offer a down payment right now. She says, don't fall for any of it.
Remember that anyone who is claiming that they can get you stimulus money now, though, is a scammer. Just in reality, this money will take several weeks to arrive.
And coming up on Channel 11 News starting at 5 o'clock tonight, the Pennsylvania Attorney General is weighing in, talking about the biggest mistake you make when you go online and ways to spot a scam. That's all starting at 5 o'clock. Reporting this afternoon, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
Holy Week starts Sunday, and the Catholic Diocese of Pittsburgh is making changes because of coronavirus. All masses and prayer services will be live streamed. That includes a special Palm Sunday Mass this weekend. Holy Thursday, Good Friday, and Easter Sunday Masses will also be streamed live. Channel 11 will also be streaming Bishop Zubik's Palm Sunday Mass this Sunday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. on WPXI Now. Meantime, the Diocese of Greensburg will also stream Holy Week services, and they're hoping everyone will be able to watch. Last month, so many people logged on, it overloaded their server. The diocese says they have beefed up the computer system to make sure it doesn't happen again. If it does, they say the Mass can be found on the diocese YouTube channel and the Facebook page.
Firefighters were called to a house on Jackson Street in Rankin this morning. When we pulled up to the house, they had those flames under control. There's major damage to the back of the house. No word on any injuries. The cause is under investigation. Of course, we've been practicing social distancing here at the station.
And that is why our meteorologist, Stephanie Allison, is bringing us her forecast from home.
Good afternoon, Peggy and Gordon. Another gorgeous day to get outside. Yesterday was beautiful, but you needed that light jacket. You're going to need to do that again today. So light jacket or a sweatshirt will do. And the reason you need that is because, well, we're going to get to the upper 50s today. But look at this. Winds out of the northwest at about 17 miles per hour. So those winds will continue to stay a little bit breezy as we move into the afternoon hours. So there we go. Beautiful conditions right now. We're going to stay dry as we move into the afternoon and into the evening as well. So 17 miles per hour is your sustained wind in Pittsburgh. 12 in Greensburg, 13 in Washington. Gusts a little bit higher this afternoon. We could see wind gusts up to 25 miles per hour. Right now we're gusting up to 23. So some great dry conditions to get outside and do that social distancing today, but we do have a chance to see some showers in store for us as we move into the second half of the weekend. I'm going to time that out here for you next, coming up in the next 15 minutes. Back to you.
I feel like this is a true success story in more ways than one.
A local man beat lung cancer, and he just took on the coronavirus and won. His survival story coming up next.
And we're getting a look at the powerful cleaning ingredients keeping emergency crews safe on the front lines.
There are concerns about possible food contamination from COVID-19. What state leaders are doing to keep our food safe.
You're watching WPXI Now, your source for original local shows. Avoid scams, save money, and find great deals. Top consumer advocate Clark Howard. Weekdays at 8:30 a.m. and 7:30 p.m. on WPXI.
and NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
We're a team you can count on to cover stories that impact your life,
whether it's across the street or around the world.
Channel 11 News at 6.
And NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
When you want news from where you live,
watch Channel 11 News at 5.
A lung cancer survivor is sharing his story just days after beating the coronavirus.
Our Amy Hudak introduces us to a gentleman who beat the odds.
Richard Body thought it was probably just a cold. His daughter tells us the whole family was a little bit under the weather.
We all had colds like the beginning of March.
But this was different. Body said he felt lung pain.
Well, it slowly got worse, and he wasn't getting out of bed.
The 61-year-old cancer survivor was taken to Heritage Valley in Beaver. When his COVID-19 results came back positive, his family was beside themselves.
You know, you immediately think the worst because of everything that you're seeing and reading.
On top of the diagnosis, Body has only one lung from battling lung cancer a decade ago, making him even higher risk. Hospitalized for 11 days and hooked up to oxygen, he fought and survived COVID-19.
I feel like this is a true success story in more ways than one, so.
His daughter wanted to share that outcomes aren't all grim.
We're just really happy, and we want people to know that there is hope for them. Stay focused on the positive and do things that make you feel good, because we can all get trapped in our own minds.
Body was taken back home by medics in an ambulance equipped to handle COVID-19 cases.
We drove up to my parents' house and watched the ambulance pull up, and he got let down out of the ambulance and walked into his own house like he never left.
Amy Hudak, Channel 11 News.
And Body has to self-isolate in his bedroom away from his wife, kids, and grandchildren for 2 weeks. They say it's going to be hard, but it's going to be worth it.
The FDA is changing guidelines for blood donations. The Red Cross is dangerously low on blood. To help, the FDA is making it easier for more people to donate. That includes gay men, people with tattoos, and people who have traveled to certain countries. Before now, people in those groups could donate, but they would have to wait. The American Red Cross says that they impose safety practices to protect donors when they give blood. The FDA points out the coronavirus is a respiratory illness and that there is no evidence it is transmitted by blood.
We're getting a look at a high-speed disinfecting process that is keeping ambulance crews a little safer. Video from the Tribune Review shows workers with G.S. Jones Restoration cleaning ambulances with Stera mist. According to the Trib, the spray ionizes hydrogen peroxide into a mist, and when the mist lands at a surface, the peroxide activates.
They have a COVID-19 patient in there. That illness is still in the ambulance, and, you know, we're right there in it.
Officials with G.S. Jones say they can clean an ambulance in about 30 minutes. The process was developed in response to possible anthrax attacks in the aftermath of 9/11.
A Labrador puppy that was supposed to start his new job as a therapy dog is being kept out of work because of the coronavirus. Buddy is the newest member of the Tyler County Sheriff's Office in West Virginia. The 6-month-old English lab is supposed to roam the halls of the county's schools to help resource officers connect with students, but since all the schools are closed, Buddy and his new handler are spending time at home.
It's gave me some time to train more one-on-one with him and him to get used to me, so I think it's helped, but I'm sure he can't wait to get into school.
Buddy will also visit senior centers and other areas as needed.
Kohl's is joining the list of stores offering curbside pickup. Starting today, items available for curbside pickup will be marked with Drive Up on Kohl's website. Orders will be ready within 2 hours.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Weather to get outside again today. We had beautiful conditions yesterday, and we're going to have those again this afternoon. So as I mentioned, beautiful skies outside right now to the tower cam, 50 degrees. We're getting into the lower 50s here this afternoon, early this afternoon. Then we're going to get to the upper 50s about 3, 4 o'clock. So it's going to be just fantastic weather. Not much going on outside, but it's nice to see other locations out there with those beautiful blue skies here on your Friday afternoon. So dry into the afternoon, let's take a look at what you can expect. Really just really in between two systems where there's some clouds off to the north and to the east and some clouds off to our west. So right sandwiched in between the two of them to give us just beautiful weather in the forecast here for us this afternoon. Some of these clouds will start to increase this afternoon. We'll see some high clouds kind of kick up really during your late afternoon and evening hours, so mainly after the sun goes down, some clouds get into the forecast, but not a whole lot, so just fantastic weather as we stay dry. 17 miles per hour with those sustained winds gusting up to 25 this afternoon. So I'm going to show you what you can expect here as we head into the afternoon. As I mentioned, right now, mainly the lower 50s, but that air does feel chilly, so you're going to need that light jacket. Average high is 57 degrees, and that's what we're going to get this afternoon. Overnight lows should be right in the mid-30s, and that's exactly where we're going to be. So very average day here across the Pittsburgh area as we continue to see those marks. Very nice. 55 at 3 o'clock, 57 late afternoon. There's the wind, so as I mentioned, 10 to 15 miles per hour. That is why you need that light jacket or that sweatshirt here this afternoon, because it's going to be breezy and that air is just going to feel chilly. So here's what you can expect in your neighborhood. 53 in Butler, so an area that's just going to be a bit cooler this afternoon. Marks in Washington, 57, along with Uniontown, Greensburg at 56. As we take a look at what you can expect for the evening, so plenty of sunshine today, breezy at times, but this evening we'll start to see some high clouds kick into the forecast. A great night for grilling. Tomorrow night, another beautiful night, and the winds will be a bit lighter. So as we get towards 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, those winds will start to dial back a bit. So later on this evening, it's better to do that fire pit if you want to. 52 there at 6, 7 o'clock. And then as we take a look at overnight lows, 37. We woke up this morning right around freezing. It was a very cold start on your Friday morning. So tomorrow morning, it's going to start cold on your Saturday morning, but it's going to be dry. So if you're one of those people that get up and get outside on your Saturday morning to do a run and do that social distancing, well, you can do that. It's just going to be cold. You need those extra layers. Not as cold as we started this morning. So let's take a look at that forecast for tomorrow. So plenty of time to get outside with the family and enjoy the yard as we head into your afternoon. We get to 60 degrees at 4 o'clock. On your Saturday afternoon with dry conditions. We're going to have some cloud cover kick up in the forecast on Saturday, so we will have a chance to see some rain showers back with us as we head into the second half of the weekend. I'm going to time out when we can expect some rain showers. It's going to come in Sunday morning, and I'll tell you when you can get back outside this weekend to enjoy this beautiful weather. That's coming up in the next 15 minutes.
COVID-19 has given us the challenge of our lifetime.
Coronavirus has strained grocery stores. How the shelves are being kept safe and stocked.
Should doctors, truck drivers, and grocery store clerks be paid more during the pandemic? The president sounds off on the idea.
There is so much information out there about the coronavirus. At Channel 11, we're here to help make sense of it all with what's happening now.
Here are the very latest numbers.
What will happen next?
Families are taking a huge financial hit.
And how it will impact your life. At Channel 11, we're committed to bringing you every angle.
Health officials say they're trying to help as many people as possible
to separate fact from fiction.
From schools to businesses to sports teams.
And to being a source you can trust for coverage you
6.
Followed by NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
First responders are literally walking into the unknown, especially on the front lines of the coronavirus pandemic. But one local lawmaker is trying to change that. Senator Kim Ward wants to amend the language in a law from 1955. She wants the state health department to release where COVID-19 cases are and send that information to firefighters.
We're trying to make available where the localities are, where the municipalities are, where there might be a cluster of cases of any kind of virus.
And Senator Ward says she will present this to lawmakers today.
Some in Washington, D.C. say essential workers like first responders should be paid more. A group of senators say a fourth rescue package would include a requirement for pandemic pay or hazard pay. It would be additional money for all frontline workers like nurses, doctors, first responders, as well as grocery store workers, delivery drivers, and letter carriers.
This pandemic pay would be over and above whatever they're making as hourly wage earners, as truck drivers, as bus drivers, as custodians, as food preparers, as nurses.
The president says he likes the idea of hazard pay or bonuses for nurses and doctors and other healthcare workers who he referred to as soldiers and warriors. A federal employees union is currently suing the government for hazard pay.
Stimulus checks will soon be on the way. We're finding out why some taxpayers may never get one.
You're watching WPXI Now, your source for original local shows. All the best things happening in Pittsburgh in one place. Watch 11 Things to Do, Thursday and Friday mornings at 9:15 on WPXI Now and on demand. Every voice, every vote matters. From the campaign trail to your backyard, we're talking to the candidates about the big issues and to the voters who will decide the election. Channel 11 News, Decision 2020 coverage you can count on. Make sure you know everything happening in the morning. Watch Channel 11 Morning News.
Breaking now, more than 1,400 new cases of coronavirus have been reported statewide.
Yeah, the state health department just released its updated numbers. There are now 8,420 positive cases since the start of the outbreak. The department also reported 12 new deaths. 102 people have now died from the virus across the state. More than 53,000 patients have tested negative for the virus.
And here is the local county count. Allegheny County with 476 total cases. 26 new cases in Westmoreland County since yesterday, a total of 110. Butler has 75 cases. Beaver with 10 new cases now has 65 total. And we have all the local numbers scrolling at the bottom of the screen.
The number of jobs lost last month in the U.S. are sobering and paint a picture of what's likely to come. Of course, the numbers are no surprise with all the businesses shut down. Our Jacqueline Fell takes a closer look.
As the coronavirus spread, the economy lost 701,000 jobs, breaking a near 10-year string of job growth. The unemployment rate jumped from a 50-year low to 4.4%. The government report reflects employers' jitters early in the month over the unprecedented economic fallout from the pandemic. It doesn't include what I reported yesterday, that nearly 10 million Americans who were laid off and furloughed in the last 2 weeks filed unemployment claims. Some relief is on the way. The U.S. Treasury Secretary says stimulus direct deposits could be made in as early as 2 weeks. And remember, a lot of this job loss is temporary and should rebound once Americans resume normal activity. Reporting outside Washington, Jacqueline Fell, Channel 11 News.
More details on the stimulus checks. There are questions over who will get them. And earlier in the newscast, we told you about a scam warning. A former IRS employee tells Channel 11 the agency is using 1960s technology, and security experts say that makes them a target for hackers. Senator Maggie Hassan from New Hampshire has been working to make sure people are getting their checks.
We know how important it is for our most vulnerable citizens to get this cash assistance as quickly as possible.
We asked the Treasury Department for comments. So far, though, we have not heard back.
The Pennsylvania National Guard called into action to help a local food bank. Take a look. Soldiers got the call Wednesday night, and within just a few hours, they were suited up for a very important mission, helping people not go hungry during this pandemic.
We know that the food bank is a resource for people on the best of days. So this is what we do. This is what we're set up to do. But just the overwhelming need right now, I mean, even for us, it has been, it's been humbling.
At this point, it's unclear how long the National Guard will be needed at the Duquesne facility, but the soldiers say they'll do whatever they can to help their community. The next food drive up distribution is Monday from noon to 3 p.m. There are some guidelines the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank wants people to follow for everyone's safety. People who are picking up food must stay in their cars unless they have to use the restroom. Make sure you put your car in park, then unlock the trunk for loading, and follow the instructions from the workers and police as they direct you through the loading area. They're asking everyone not to arrive any earlier than 11 a.m.
The Bellevue Farmers Market continues to deliver meals to people who need them, but they need help to continue doing that. They sent us an update saying they've been delivering about 500 meals Wednesday, Saturday, and on Sundays, but they estimate the need to grow to 1,000 portions. The Bellevue Farmers Market hopes to continue this through at least the end of June. And they'd like some help sustaining it. If you'd like to donate, volunteer, or you need a meal, the information is on our WPXI News app. Maintaining the safety of our food supply is vitally important during this coronavirus crisis. Channel 11's Angie Moreski learned how state leaders are doing that.
So many people are worried about possible food contamination from COVID-19 and whether food supplies and grocery stores will return to normal. We got some candid answers today and some reassurances.
COVID-19 has given us the challenge of our lifetime.
In this virtual news conference, state agriculture and food safety leaders said they are working to ensure healthy, accessible, and safe food.
Our food supply is safe. The Federal Food and Drug Administration has clearly said that there is not any evidence of food or food packaging being associated with transmission of COVID-19.
To help keep our food safe, food inspections at grocery stores, restaurants, and processors, which had stopped during the 15 days to slow the spread, resumed yesterday.
Are you finding violations, or are you finding people falling short that you have to encourage them to get with it?
What we've seen so far are, employees wearing gloves, really doing frequent hand washing, trying to minimize any contact with food. They are not, in general, wearing masks because that is not a recommendation from CDC at this point.
When it comes to supply, the Ag Secretary acknowledged there are challenges.
They are trying to keep up with the demand. We feel just in the total volume of need that we've got sufficient food, but we've got some challenges in distribution at the moment.
Food service industry suppliers are working to convert their business models to supply grocery stores and food pantries. The state is also relaxing some packaging regulations for selling bulk eggs and meat to help. Overall, the message: we all have a role to play.
Get groceries once a week or every 2 weeks, but don't buy huge amounts of food.
To help people struggling to afford food during this hard time, the Secretary says the state is also asking the federal government to ease up on restrictions for food assistance programs. Angie Moreski, Channel 11 News.
Highmark is waiving fees for customers who need inpatient hospital care for the coronavirus. Those patients will not owe any deductibles, coinsurance, or copays. That also applies to members with group employer coverage, Affordable Care Act insurance, or Medicare. The waiver is now in effect and will continue through May 31st. Well, we have been practicing our social distancing here at the station.
Yes, we have, and that is why meteorologist Stephanie Allison is bringing us her forecast from her home, and plenty of sunshine today and heading into the weekend.
Good afternoon, Peggy and Gordon. Another gorgeous day to get outside. Yesterday was beautiful, but you needed that light jacket. You're going to need to do that again today. So light jacket or sweatshirt will do. And the reason you need that is because, well, we're going to get to the upper 50s today. But look at this. Winds out of the northwest at about 17 miles per hour. So those winds will continue to stay a little bit breezy as we move into the afternoon hours. So there we go. Beautiful conditions right now. We're going to stay dry as we move into the afternoon and into the evening as well. So 17 miles per hour is your sustained wind in Pittsburgh. 12 in Greensburg, 13 in Washington. Gusts a little bit higher this afternoon. We could see wind gusts up to 25 miles per hour. Right now we're gusting up to 23. So some great dry conditions to get outside and do that social distancing today, but we do have a chance to see some showers in store for us as we move into the second half of the weekend. I'm going to time that out here for you next, coming up in the next 15 minutes. Back to you.
Bored at home, you want to go shopping, but so many stores are closed. How to stay safe and shop local online. As we face this uncertainty of what's to come, we know you have a lot of questions. That's why our team is getting answers from the experts.
Can you still be contagious after the quarantine period? Luckily, the answer here is no.
Let's break down what this means for you. $1,200 would be given to individuals, $2,400 to couples.
The CDC says the risk of infection from delivery packages is likely very low.
In a time of crisis, turn to Channel 11.
Judge Judy.
As people continue to stay at home, the concern shifts to shopping and doing it safely.
NBC's Kelly O'Hara has more on how you can find necessities like food and retail therapy just at the click of a button.
All right, it's your turn, sis.
Bored at home and want to get outside? Get online.
Well, internet usage has gone through the roof during the shutdown.
Martin Bransbury, founder of the web-based app Streetify, says he can take you outside virtually.
What Streetify does is it takes shopping streets and malls and turns them into a virtual form. It has every shopping street and every mall in the US, in Canada, in the UK, India and Australia.
The goal? Helping mom and pop businesses stay in business, identifying deals and posting them in the virtual storefront window. And owners can add their own messages too.
It's got millions of businesses in it. And it allows and helps consumers to actually continue to shop.
And Streetify isn't alone. eBay is joining in on the fight to help keep Main Street America alive. In order to help out, eBay is giving away 3 months for free to those businesses who want to sign up. And some say getting online may be your best bet to stay safe, not just with shopping, but when it comes to what we eat too.
So I will say that demand has increased.
Organic meals packed with flavor, protein, and nutrients.
It is the safest option to get your food delivered to your home and not have to leave to go to the grocery store.
And many hope by just a simple click of your mouse button will help save our businesses and get us through this coronavirus crisis. Kelly O'Hara, NBC News.
How do you feel about this curbside service?
Great. The extra steps vets are taking to protect you and your pet during this pandemic.
You're streaming WPXI now, your source for breaking news, weather, and original local shows. Murder, mystery, and the missing. Justice Rules profiles real-life crime stories. Tuesdays at 9 p.m. right here on WPXI.
Of uncertainty, we know you have a lot of questions.
Let's break down what this means for you. $1,200 would be given to individuals, $2,400 to couples.
Stay with Channel 11 for answers about coronavirus. Severe weather coverage where you live.
On Channel 11 News.
Veterinarians are taking extra steps to protect you and your pet during this pandemic. Channel 11's Renee Wallace shows us the drive-up service some vets are now offering.
Here's something behind me you wouldn't normally see. A pet owner waiting in the car while their pets are being treated inside. But let's face it, this is the new normal when it comes to veterinary care.
I was absolutely petrified.
Molly is back to her old self today, but that wasn't the case Monday when the little Chihuahua mix could barely walk.
She would hardly get up, and I was very scared that I was not going to have that service available.
Pet owners all over our area have the same fear, but local animal clinics say they are prepared, offering curbside service to protect people, pets, and staff.
We are seeing all appointments curbside now, so no clients are entering the building unless they're coming in for euthanasia or there's other extenuating circumstances.
At the Beaver Animal Clinic, the lobby is off limits to pet owners like Kate DeLeon, who was asked to call ahead, then stay in her car. Only pets allowed inside.
I think it's great.
We watched as vet technicians greeted pet owners, then carried their animals inside for treatment, returning them with instructions and medication.
We just adopted our kittens last Friday, so they obviously need their first shots, and we didn't want to wait on that even with the current situation.
For pet owners who prefer to stay home, whether from sickness or precaution, most area vets are offering a call-in service.
Do the appointment over the phone if we can collect enough information and sort of make a diagnosis based on what the client is describing.
Which not only protects clinic staff, but pet owners told us.
I'm also so worried about going into a public place myself. So they took that fear away. They came out to the car. They brought her back to me. They filled the prescriptions, gave me the prescriptions to take home with me.
I checked with other veterinary hospitals and clinics in our area, and this is what's happening all over our area. For how long, no one seems to know. Reporting from Beaver County, I'm Renee Wallace, Channel 11 News.
Good afternoon, I'm meteorologist Stephanie Allison. Fantastic weather to get outside again today. We had beautiful conditions yesterday, and we're going to have those again this afternoon. So as I mentioned, beautiful skies outside right now to the tower cam, 50 degrees. We're getting into the lower 50s here this afternoon, early this afternoon. Then we're going to get to the upper 50s about 3, 4 o'clock. So it's going to be just fantastic weather. Not much going on outside, but it's nice to see other locations out there with those beautiful blue skies here on your Friday afternoon. So dry into the afternoon. Let's take a look at what you can expect. Really just really in between two systems where there's some clouds off to the north and to the east and some clouds off to our west. So we're right sandwiched in between the two of them to give us just beautiful weather in the forecast here for us this afternoon. Some of these clouds will start to increase this afternoon. We'll see some high clouds kind of kick up really during your late afternoon and evening hours. So mainly after the sun goes down, some clouds get into the forecast, but not a whole lot. So just fantastic weather as we stay dry. 17 miles per hour with those sustained winds gusting up to 25 this afternoon. So I'm going to show you what you can expect here as we head into the afternoon. As I mentioned, right now, mainly the lower 50s, but that air does feel chilly, so you're going to need that light jacket. Average high is 57 degrees, and that's what we're going to get this afternoon. Overnight lows should be right in the mid-30s, and that's exactly where we're going to be. So very average day here across the Pittsburgh area as we continue to see those marks. Very nice. 55 at 3 o'clock. 57 late afternoon. There's the wind, so as I mentioned, 10 to 15 miles per hour. That is why you need that light jacket or that sweatshirt here this afternoon, because it's going to be breezy and that air is just going to feel chilly. So here's what you can expect in your neighborhood. 53 in Butler, so an area that's just going to be a bit cooler this afternoon. Marks in Washington, 57, along with Uniontown, Greensburg at 56. As we take a look at what you can expect for the evening, so plenty of sunshine today, breezy at times, but this evening we'll start to see some high clouds kick into the forecast. A great night for grilling. Tomorrow night, another beautiful night, and the winds will be a bit lighter. So as we get towards 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, those winds will start to dial back a bit. So later on this evening, it's better to do that fire pit if you want to. 52 there at 6, 7 o'clock. And then as we take a look at overnight lows, 37. We woke up this morning right around freezing. It was a very cold start on your Friday morning. So tomorrow morning, it's going to start cold on your Saturday morning, but it's going to be dry. So if you're one of those people that get up and get outside on your Saturday morning to do a run and do that social distancing, well, you can do that. It's just going to be cold. You need those extra layers. Not as cold as we started this morning. So let's take a look at that forecast for tomorrow. So plenty of time to get outside with the family and enjoy the yard as we head into your afternoon. We get to 60 degrees at 4 o'clock. On your Saturday afternoon with dry conditions. We're going to have some cloud cover kick up in the forecast on Saturday. So we will have a chance to see some rain showers back with us as we head into the second half of the weekend. I'm going to time out when we can expect some rain showers. It's going to come in Sunday morning, and I'll tell you when you can get back outside this weekend to enjoy this beautiful weather. That's coming up in the next 15 minutes.
All right, thanks, Stephanie. Well, if you like getting information about new products and how to save money, you're going to like local steals and deals. Lisa Robertson has what you need to know.
Hi, my name is Lisa Robertson. I'm coming to you once again from home, where we all are. But one of the things that is very important right now is really thinking about helping small businesses in this country as we all go through a difficult time. And Bobbi Brown has always been a woman with a unique vision of beauty, and she has a brand new project, Evolution 18. Bobbi, how are you?
Hi, Lisa. I'm very well. Nice to talk to you.
So, Bobbi, one of the things that I love is that you've always had a unique vision of beauty, and now you have a concept of beauty that is changing the way we think of beauty from the inside out.
I realized a long time ago that what you put in your body is even more important than what you put on your face, because health and wellness is really the secret of beauty. And these will help your skin, help your hair, and help your nails.
I love that. And I wanted to just touch base very quickly on your favorite bundle. So what are these two great ideas?
I put these together because Beauty D-Bloat, it is a combination of dandelion, hydrangea, apple cider vinegar, ashwagandha, green tea, and it really helps move the water through your body and give you energy. And then the beauty probiotics are basically a very high strain of probiotics that dissolves on your tongue and literally tastes like a sweet tart.
I love that. So this is Bobbi's favorites. We also have a great beauty bundle.
Yes, the beauty bundle are two things that are going to really help with your beauty. First of all, the beauty gummy, it's got biotin, and then the beauty glow actually really does help your skin. So it's not a lot, but it's enough that's going to make a difference in how you feel, and it'll make a difference in how you look.
I want to thank Bobbi, by the way. She is really bringing us an amazing offer to help us out today, which is 30% off both of these great packages. Bobbi, thank you so much. Please take care of yourself.
Thank you so much.
And you can find this and more great ideas on localsteals.com to make your time right now a little better. Thank you.
A college student lost both her jobs and was venting about her struggles on her Taylor Swift fan blog. Taylor got the message. The giant gift from the superstar next. As you can see, David and I are apart right now, practicing social distancing. But we have been together for 30 years, covering important news stories here in Pittsburgh.
That's right, Peggy. We've seen our communities come together through natural disasters, tragedies, and triumphs.
We've made it through those tough times, and we'll make it through this.
Pittsburgh, we are here for you every morning, throughout the day, and every night.
We'll get through this challenge together.
11, 11 minutes of news and weather before the first commercial.
Cool. This is what we call a virtual choir. These are members of the Pittsburgh Youth Chorus. Students submitted individual videos performing Homeward Bound. Then the director stitched the videos together. Pop icon Taylor Swift was quick to help out a fan after the college student lost 2 jobs. The Connecticut student's life came to a sudden stop after she couldn't babysit for her professor or give campus tours to incoming students. She turned to her Taylor Swift Tumblr blog and wrote about her struggles. On April Fool's Day, boy, did she get quite the surprise. Taylor Swift dropped $3,000 into her PayPal account.
I was sitting on the couch. It was 6:20 p.m. and I'm sitting on the couch and the notification pops up and I literally dropped my phone. My mom probably thought I was hurt or something.
Swift also left an uplifting note, a simple act of kindness from the pop star that will now make a huge difference in her life.
NBA star Stephen Curry has found a new and safe partner to work out with, his 1-year-old son, Cannon. Curry posted this little video of Cannon showing up everybody with his workout routine. The form may not be the best, but give him a few more years and yeah, he'll figure it out.
Oh,
Be better than all of us.
We needed a good laugh. He's adorable. That's all for Channel 11 News at noon. Our next newscast is tonight at 5.
You can get breaking news updates anytime on our streaming apps. Just search WPXI on Apple TV, Roku, or Amazon Fire. Have a great day.
Stay safe.